good morning, everybody. Yo, y'all ain't gonna believe this. I went down to the deli to go get me a vape and then go get me my breakfast sandwiches. And I met this guy standing right next to me in the deli, ordering his food. And when we both got to the counter to pay for it, why this man just bought my sandwiches? Like, he offered to buy. He went and paid for his stuff, and he was like, whatever this woman's having, pointing to me. And I was like, hold up, what? He was like, yeah, this good man is paying for your sandwiches. And I was like, I looked at the man, I was like, what? Excuse me? Like, oh my God. I was shocked. Like, I just felt so much flooded in my heart. I was like, yo, this man is a sweetheart. I was like, get out of here. And he was like, I love your haircut. Keep rocking that haircut, sweetie. And I was like, I hear that. He was loving my hairstyle. All because he loved the hairstyle. Yo, your girl's giving. Your girl is giving. This haircut is giving. So to everybody who didn't like me with my haircut and said that I was not feminine, fuck you. Because it's given. You know, like, I never had nobody do that for me before. It was so nice. And people are starting to love my haircuts. They was like, keep rocking them. Don't ever stop rocking them. You look beautiful. Your girl's giving. I'm having a good morning. I had to buy my own hat. I was like, fuck Melvin. Cover this big ass head. I was like, once I cut my hair, I was like, I didn't know if I was gonna be able to show my head off or not, but it's getting cold. Don't I look cute? Bye. I'm gonna have to see y'all later. Hey everybody, so this is hours after I got out of my mammogram appointment. So a little update on that situation. Test results came back normal. So I was talking to the doctor as she was doing my little ultrasound, and I had some questions about my boobs because around the time that I was supposed to get my menstrual cycles, I don't get them. I get my menstrual cycle twice a year because I have the Nest Planet implant in my arm. And this is one of the best things I could possibly ever do, was put this implant in my arm, because not to protect me from getting pregnant, but to keep, like, to have less periods, because growing up, I had the worst periods ever. We're all adults here, so I'm sure y'all can handle this. And my period never was light. It was heavy. It was around 6-7 days I would have it. Some days would be 4 and 5 days. I miss those days where you get to have your menstrual cycle for 4 days and then it'd be over by the 5th. But now that I gotten older, it has gotten a lot worse. How I can tell my menstrual cycle is coming on is if I start feeling flush, my body temperature goes up, my breast gorges, and then on top of that, I start feeling a little nauseous. I can't eat. I don't know about y'all here, but whenever I get my menstrual cycle, I eat less. I drink a lot more. I become way thirstier. And then I do get the cramps, but my cramps is not like anybody else's. It's 10 times worse than you could possibly think of. Just think of labor pains. That's exactly how it feels. I did not mean to stop the camera. That was like a natural little habit that I had because I'm about to get up out of the bed. I had to go home and lay down before I pass out because I caught myself going to Family Dollar to pick up some stuff. And while I'm waiting on the line, I feel like I was about to pass out. I swear to God, I feel like I was not feeling so good. And I guess it was because of the pressure that was being put like on my breast from doing the mammogram. I felt a little lightheaded, and then on top of that, I had a very light breakfast. Every time I go to my appointments, I don't eat a lot, and I'm almost scared to eat because my blood sugar. And I didn't know what they was going to do. This is my first time even going to a mammogram. I'm 36 years old, and I'm already having breast problems. But at least we know now So they was talking about everything is normal. It's just you have a dense tissue above your breast. I'm about to give you the full visual because, well, hell, why not? Okay, so here's the full visual about the whole sonogram situation that you're going to see. So on top of my breast, this is where it hurts the most. I get pain almost every single day, and then it travels right here and it stays on this side, which is the left side of me. So I have dense tissue up here, and every month I usually get my menstrual around the 24th, 25th of the month. So that's why my breast gets twice as big. And when it gets bigger, it gets harder, and you can feel it more up here than you do anywhere else. And then the nipples get hard. And then on top of that, oh, I forgot. Let me be careful because this is YouTube. So everywhere else, it gets very sore, and it's to the point where nothing can make me feel comfortable than putting a sports bra on. So this is for educational purposes anyway. So YouTube, don't flag me or nothing like that. But I get these pains 3 times a month, and it will last for 3 or 4 days. And I hate that. So they was like, start taking ibuprofen because that's the safest bet. If it doesn't work after you took it more than 3 times, then you're going to have to go back to the doctor and see what's going on, because the test came back normal, but it could be something else. We don't know. Mind you, this doesn't count all the times that my body was under severe stress while I was in the hospital. I was undergoing surgery. I was having severe pains or whatever, because when you're in the hospital, you don't get to move around much. You're stuck in bed. And I try to get up as much as possible because the doctor always tell me to stay on bed rest. So I got a little upset about it, and I was like, I can't stay on bed rest because I need circulation in my body. So you're basically laid up and not moving for hours and hours. And then when I finally got the okay to move around, my body collapsed to the floor. Like, I felt no blood flowing or nothing. I felt crippled. So I went to physical therapy, and after undergoing physical therapy, my body was back to normal. My back still isn't. So I have limitations when it comes to walking and standing. So this is the reason why it became a lot harder for me to be mobile and to go out and to go to work, whatever the case is, because of my body. I didn't want to tell nobody this because, like I say, a lot of people always look at me like you're either the victim or you're just lazy. And people judge you a lot because they don't care if you have health issues. They just care about whether you get your lazy behind up or not. So for me, I have to explain to them that it's not as easy for me as it is for everybody else. My health issues sometimes lock me in my house. And I can move around my house. I can move around my kitchen, but that's just about it. If you talking about going the extra mile as to go to another borough to work at, or even taking a walk outside, that's a lot for me. So I start training my body again, and I start walking outside for 10, 20 minutes at a time. And then I worked my way up to an hour. And once I started doing it again, I was like, okay, I'm back in the game. Now I can do whatever I want. Wrong. So as of December, it went right back to a full-on handicap mode. So from December to now, I've been working to get my body back to normal. So I've been taking walks every now and then outside to train my body again. And then somebody was like, you got muscle memory, so don't think you can't do nothing. So I was like, okay, fine. So long story short, after 3 months, it's March now. And today was my first time in a long time that I ever worked my body. And I'm full tired. Like, I had to take a 2-hour nap because that's how tired I was. But everything is looking okay so far. Wish me luck to full recovery because I'm still not out of the woods yet. But so far so good. I could go back to work. I could do whatever I want. And that's what I'm going to do. Now, as for the breast part, oh my God. It's going to take a lot more working out to do, because I got to find workout plans where I could like work out my upper body and my breast area. But This is the reason why I cannot undergo surgery for breast implants, because I'm already having problems with my boobs. So just think of how it would be if it would be 10 times bigger, like twice as big as me. Because I told my doctor I wanted to get breast implants. She told me wait for a little while until you back to normal. But yeah, but other than that, everything is fine. The test came out fine. I just need to continue to take the ibuprofen. And this is my first time going into that machine. That machine squeezed my boobs and it hurt like hell. So when I left the room, I wanted to yell so loud because I was like, oh my God, like, did anybody felt the pressure? Like, how can women over 40 be so comfortable with this? I'm like, did it hurt? I know my aunt say it hurt. I was like, goodness, now I feel their pain. And then she was like, well, I'll see you when you turn 40. Oh my God.